Hey guys, it's Ian from SS Cars. Good morning to you from St Pancras Station in central London. And we're going on a trip. We're going on a trip today to Leicester, Porsche Leicester, to pick up our new GT4. Very, very exciting car, being widely reported in a lot of YouTube channels over the last few months. Hadn't been our intention to get one, but we were up in Porsche Leicester and they had one and they offered me a drive, and I actually thought it was one of the most exciting cars I have ever driven. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to tell you a lot more about it when we get there, but we thought you'd be interested to know where we're going at this stage. So we'll see you maybe on the train, but probably when we actually get there. Thanks a lot. Hi guys, it's Ian from SS Cars, and we're at the showroom, the Porsche showroom in Leicester, and we're looking at a yellow GT4. Now, I've always thought the GT4 was a spot-on machine, very track focused. Everything about it is fantastic, from the overall size, which is it's perfectly sized for both road use and for taking on the track. We're looking at a yellow one because the yellow one happens to be here. The one that I bought is a dark metallic blue, and we're looking forward to getting it home and trying it out on the track, which is where I suspect its natural environment is. And hopefully you can see the front of it. I did a quick video of the car when we came up to have a quick drive. It's a manual car. All the GT4s are manual, and we think it's just spot on. The dark blue I particularly like. It's dark blue metallic. If I come over, because it's right next to the window, hopefully you can see the fleck of the metallic in the paint. We think it's really nice, really purposeful. It's not got the bucket seats. The yellow one we were just looking at has the bucket seats. This has the standard sports seats. And if I open it, let me just get out the key. The key ring is actually coloured blue, which I rather like, but otherwise it's pretty standard fare. You unlock, lock, open the bonnet, which is where you have extra storage, open the boot lid. So I just open it up, give you a quick look inside. It's got lots of Alcantara. It's got the carbon package. It's got full leather, which is an optional extra. It's got the Sport Chrono pack, which you can see is defined by the stopwatch effectively in the middle. It doubles up as a clock as well. It's got the full navigation, full air conditioning, heated seats. So it's a car that is genuinely set up for the road, but you can drive this every day, of course. But I'm looking forward to using it on the track, and you can see there's a fairly liberal sprinkling of Alcantara throughout the car, from the seats to the roof to the glove compartment. It's really nice to look at. But the real technology of this car is on the outside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass over, if I may, the camera to my daughter, and then I can actually appear in the film. Well, hi guys. We were talking about the interior of the car, which we think is absolutely spot on for a driver and their passenger. Just the one passenger, obviously. It's a two-seater, and it's a mid-engine car, which we'll cover in a second. Thing about the fact that this is the first GT4 that's been fettled at Weissach, which is the home of Porsche's Motorsport Zentrum, which effectively is their motorsport division, and all the GT models, so the GT3, the GT2 and the RS versions of those models, have all been specified and set up at Weissach, and this is no different, and this is the first Cayman that's been utilised in this way. And the thing about where they focused on is they focused on making this car adjustable from a handling balance perspective, which actually means that if you are using this car on track
And according to Porsche, 4 out of every 5 owners, they use these cars on the track, which is a significant number of their GT customers. That's a significant proportion of the GT cars sold actually are used on a track. So I think that means that this is where the focus of this car is. So we have adjustable camber shims which basically allow you their adjustability within the GT3 suspension. So it's basically GT3 suspension, as I think I said, on the front, and then mainly GT3 suspension on the back. Although the GT3 is a multi-links arrangement, whereas the GT4 at the back are fixed struts. But nevertheless, the actual suspension itself is adjustable in 3 ways. So you can alter the handling balance, and then on top of that, you have the ability to alter the rear wing as well. So depending on the track that you're actually on, you can have high downforce or what I call slippery mode, but basically the ability to travel through the air at as fast a possible pace. And then there are slats that you can take out in the front diffuser that actually balance that. So if you end up with the wing too aggressive, just coming round the car, I don't know whether you got this in the last part of the video, but coming round the car, you can see that it's got an entirely new spoiler. So the spoiler is developed by the Weissach division, and again follows the lead taken by the GT3 and GT3 RS of having the air intake actually in the spoiler itself. The car can sort of just pan across to the box to rest there, which has the same front end as the standard Cayman. You can see that they're very different. Very low on the, apart from the fact that the suspension is already lowered, very low at the front of the car, as you can see. But in all other facets, really, the GT4 is an everyday usable car. Just wanted to catch up with you and say hi. Wanted to show you the interior of the car and give you a feel for how compact it is. I mean, this is a really seriously nice compact car. As you can probably see from the dash here, we've got the sat nav in the centre. We can pull up all the management information on the sat nav and the media information, and then we have 3 dials in front of us, very like the Macan. We have the speedometer to the left, we have the rev counter in the middle, which also has a digital readout of the speedo, and we've got the, again, management information on the right hand side. All this stuff I'll go through a bit later with you. One of the things this car doesn't have is it doesn't have the ability to raise the suspension. It's not an option in the car. Unlike the GT3, you can't actually lift the front when you're going over ramps, and I have to say the front looked rather low to me when we were filming in the Porsche garage. So it's an interesting point, and we'll have to see how practical that is. I suppose the only thing you would say is that ultimately it's only a rubber band that goes round the bottom of the spoiler, so I'm sure that's not expensive to replace. So in the center console here, as you can see, it's a manual gearbox. We're in 6th gear, shown digitally in the middle of the rev counter above the speedo. You can see you've got all your air conditioning controls, all your management information. It's Bluetooth, so you can have your phone prepped, and obviously you can talk hands-free in the car. It's the full leather package. It's got the carbon fibre, and it's got the full Alcantara package with the cross colour stitching, I think you call it. I think it looks really smart. The colour stitching is also on the steering wheel. The steering wheel is exactly the same as the 918 Spider supercar, and it is a fantastic wheel, as I've mentioned to you before on our Turbo Macan. Although this one, what I didn't realise before was they're the same style, the Turbo Macan and the 918 steering wheel, but this is actually a centimetre or 2 smaller. Alright guys, please make sure you subscribe and catch up with you over the next few days.